Let's talk about hope, baby. Let's talk about hope. Let's talk about hope. The modern definition of hope is synonymous with a wish or a want. The ancient definition is closer to the word trust. If you consult the scripture, hope is akin to faith, the aspect of faith that focuses on the future. Hope is the prayer that things will change, that our loved ones will be happy, that next year will be better, that I will finally be happy. As the holidays approach and we are at the verge of the new year, contemplating hope is a ritual that I practice on a yearly basis. Why? Because resolutions don't do it for me. Hope is a balm for people that are anxious, like me. It counters the negative anticipation, the despair, and when I can practice hopefulness, I experience it embodied and it instantly makes me feel better. The problem with hope, however, is that it can also be flimsy. That means that if you are anxious like me, you find catastrophic thinking and negative anticipation a lot more reliable, a lot more robust, and a lot more protective. Because if I allow myself to be hopeful, I also instantly have to grapple with the fear that my wants and my wishes may not materialize. So I'm asking the question continuously, how do we cultivate hopefulness in a world that is increasingly hopeless? And I went and consulted thinkers and practitioners and brought them all into my current newsletter. What they all emphasize is the need for action, that creating hopefulness is action, agency, a practice, something we cultivate on a daily basis for that matter. Julia Samuel, my colleague, says that hope is not just a feeling, it's a plan. Jane Goodall talks about hope as a strategy for survival. My friend Gretchen Rubin talks about how every day when you cultivate hopefulness, it's like pursuing happiness. And you do it without knowing that there will be a promised result. You do it, but it's outside of the bounds of logic. And my colleague Elisa Eppel talks about this wonderful ability to maintain the contradiction that while on a daily basis I intentionally cultivate joy and social connection and hopefulness, I also on a daily basis remain aware of the fact that in this world shit happens and that pain and grief and tragedy and loss are a part of life. And it's this ability to do both at the same time that actually is the practice of cultivating hopefulness. So I'm going to ask you the very same question. What is it that you hope for, and what is your way for cultivating hopefulness? Let us know.